Now we are going to discuss such an important area. The entire Negotiable Instruments Act is little bit challenging as compared to all the other acts. In all the other acts, no big application of mind is required. Just an ability to understand the provisions and ability to remember the provisions is sufficient. But under this act alone, you should be in a position to link certain things and you should be in a position to ascertain things. So now closely follow, friends. Here we discussed, come on everybody participate in discussion with me, what happens in the case of a negotiable instrument, transferee gets the same title or better title? Come on everybody participate. In the case of a negotiable instrument, transferee gets the same title or transferee gets a better title? Transferee gets the same title or transferee gets the better title? So in the case of negotiable instruments, always the transferee gets a better title than transferor. Respond, my dear friend. Yes, however, for this, certain conditions are to be satisfied. However, for this, certain conditions are to be satisfied. What are all the conditions to be satisfied? Abdina, the instrument is acquired for consideration. The instrument is acquired for consideration. Number 2, the instrument is acquired before maturity. Number 2, the instrument must be acquired before maturity. And number 3, the instrument is acquired in good faith. Number 3, the instrument is acquired in good faith. So these are all the points which you need to understand. Yes, transferee will get a better title than transferor. When the transferee will get a better title than transferor, only if the following 3 conditions are satisfied. What are all the 3 conditions to be satisfied? Number 1, the instrument is acquired for consideration. Number 2, the instrument is acquired before maturity. And number 3, the instrument is acquired in good. Have you all copied? Yes, everyone? Yes, come on, listen to me. Now friends, listen. I am going to discuss some illustrations here. X is there. From Mr. X, Ram Prakash is getting a check. Check is rupees 75,000. And how Ram Prakash is getting this check? Open your mouth and respond, my dear children. How is he getting this check? By exercising fraud. Cherry. Now what Ram Prakash is doing? Ram Prakash is giving this as a gift. He endorses this as a gift to RM. Who is RM? Why do I say that I am an innocent person? Come on, yaar. Why do I say that I am an innocent person? Do I know that Ram Prakash is a fraud? Do I know that Ram Prakash is a fraud? I don't know that Ram Prakash is a fraud. Respond, friends. Yes, now come on, tell me whether I will get a good title or I will get a defective title. Whether I will get a good title or I will get a defective title. Come on, 3 conditions I have given to you. Come on, go through all those 3 conditions. What does that 3 conditions is? Number 1, the instrument is acquired for? Instrument is acquired for? Did I acquire this instrument for consideration? Open your mouth and respond here. Did I acquire this instrument for consideration? I acquired this instrument before maturity, correct? I acquired this instrument in good faith, correct? Did I obtain this instrument for a consideration? Now tell me whether I will get a good title or I will get a defective title. I will get only a defective title. If a party should get good title, how many conditions are to be satisfied? Come on, tell me, how many conditions are to be satisfied? 3 conditions. Can you repeat me all those 3 conditions? Come on, tell me. Instrument is acquired for? Instrument is acquired before? And the instrument is acquired in? Come on, everyone, repeat once more. What are the 3 conditions to be satisfied? The instrument is acquired for? The instrument is acquired in? And the instrument should be acquired in? Are you all with me? Yes, so here what is missing? What is missing? So tell me whether I will get a good title? No, because there is no consideration. Whether I will get a good title here? No, because there is no consideration. With your permission, I am proceeding. Now friends, I understand you have copied. I am proceeding further. Illustration number 2. Same story we will follow. X is there. Ram Prakash is there. X is giving a check. Amount ever. And who is Ram Prakash? Now friends, listen. Now this check is transferred. This check is transferred to Fasil. Is Fasil an innocent person? Is Fasil an innocent person? No. Fasil is not an innocent person. Which means, what do I mean to say? Come on, yaar. What do I mean by innocent person here? Whether he has knowledge about the fraud or he has no knowledge about the fraud is what I am discussing here. Yes or no? Yes, tell me, Fasil, whether he knows that Ram Prakash is a fraud? Yes. One fraud only will know about the other fraud. Yes or not? Come on friends, tell me, here Fasil knows, whether Fasil knows that Ram Prakash is a fraud? Yes, now tell me, Fasil, he has knowledge of fraud. Fasil has knowledge of fraud. Now tell me whether Fasil will get a good title or Fasil will not get a good title. Tell me friends, he will get a good title or he will not get a good title? Fasil will not get a good title. Why Fasil will not get a good title? Because he has knowledge of fraud. Which means what? It is not acquired in good faith. which means this is not acquired in good faith. Now I am proceeding further. I am going to discuss about the scope of this Negotiable Instruments Act. Friends, tell me, what is a negotiable instrument? What is a negotiable instrument? Can I get your attention here? Tell me, what is a negotiable instrument? It is nothing but an instrument which is transferable from one party to another party. Yes or not? Yes, sir. Come on, repeat. What is a negotiable instrument? It is an instrument which is transferable from one party to another party. Have you heard about a railway receipt? Yes, sir. What happens in a railway receipt? For example, I am in Rajasthan and I want to send goods to Chennai. How I can send the goods? I can either send it by road, or I can send it by rail, or I can send it by flight. Come on, yeah. So now what is happening? I am sending the goods by train. When I am sending the goods by train, the railway company will give me an acknowledgement. What is that acknowledgement called as? It is called as railway receipt. In the railway receipt whose name is written, he is the owner of the goods. If in this railway receipt MFJ's name is written, then MFJ is the owner of this goods. If RSN's name is written, then RSN is the owner of the goods. Come on, friends. Yes, now closely follow. In this railway receipt, RSN's name is written. And what I will do, I will send the railway receipt by courier, and the goods will reach in another some 8 to 9 days. The goods will reach. Now I have sent this railway receipt by courier to RSN. Now tell me, who is the owner of this goods? Who is the owner of this goods? RSN is the owner of the goods. What RSN sir is doing? He is turning on the back side and then he is saying endorsed to SSR. I mean, he is endorsing this instrument to SSR. Now tell me, friends, who is the owner? SSR sir is the owner. Yes or no? Yes, but come on, tell me, this is what happens in a negotiable instrument also. What is happening in a negotiable instrument? It is a piece of paper which is transferable from one party to another party. What is happening in a railway receipt? It is transferred. It is also a piece of paper. Yes, railway receipt is a piece of paper. Yes, it is transferable from one party to another party. Yes, but then railway receipt is also a negotiable instrument. Correct or not? Yes, everyone? Yes, it is a negotiable instrument, but it will not come under Negotiable Instruments Act. Railway receipt is also a negotiable instrument, but whether it will come under Negotiable Instruments Act or not, no, it will not come under Negotiable Instruments Act. But Negotiable Instruments Act is restricting its scope. The scope of Negotiable Instruments Act is very, very less. If you go through section 13 of the Negotiable Instruments Act, section 13 says, a negotiable instrument means, section 13 says, negotiable instrument means a promissory note, a bill of exchange, and a check. Section 13 of the Negotiable Instruments Act says, negotiable instrument means a promissory note, a bill of exchange, and a check. Now if you look at this definition, What type of definition is this? Inclusive definition or exhaustive definition? This is an exhaustive definition, which means I cannot include anything other than these three things: promissory note, bill of exchange, check. Apart from these three things, I cannot bring anything else within the scope of Negotiable Instruments Act. Our job becomes very, very simple. We are going to discuss only about three types of instruments. Come on, tell me what are all those three types of instruments? Promissory note, bill of exchange, check. We are going to discuss only about these three types of instruments, and we are not going to discuss about any other type of instrument. Now, come on, tell me, a railway receipt. Document of title. Is it a negotiable instrument or it is not a negotiable instrument? Negotiable instrument, but not a negotiable instrument as far as Negotiable Instruments Act is concerned. Everyone? Yes, sir. This is covered by a different act. What is that act? Abdinal? The Carriages Act. Abdin, there is a separate act. Come on, yeah. For carriage of goods from one place to another place, there is a separate act. The Carriages Act, there is a separate act. In our country, no. If you want to stand for that one act, if you want to sit you for that one act, if you want to lie down for that one act, anything and everything is act. Come on, yeah. That is why many people are acting in the country. Sure, enough. Enough. Tell me, what is a negotiable instrument? As far as this Negotiable Instrument Act is concerned, only three types of negotiable instruments are there. What are all those three types of negotiable instruments? Promissory note, bill of exchange, check. Come on, repeat. What are all the three types of negotiable instruments? Now, we need to understand what is a promissory note, what is a bill of exchange, and what is a check.